welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to me and Jackie. So check out the vlogs to see what we've been up to in Mexico. If you like your creepy crawlers and your wildlife, well needed change and break. Time to get this guy back up and running. He's a little bit overweight, he's put on a little bit of weight here, and the boys have been out doing their stuff. So check out the video. We're going to check out the time I was up in Yorkshire, which was actually before we went away. See if Roxy's going to come out. So check out this. We're going to see some falconry from Yorkshire, see what footage I've got. I haven't seen it yet, so we're going to put it together now, and you're going to see it now. Roxy's hidden. Roxy. And I might do a little bit of a book review, something different. I keep getting asked what books do I recommend. I'm not going to do any order of recommendation, but I'm going to go through some of the books, maybe on these falconry vlogs, these journals, little snippets of books I've got, books I've read, and what I liked about them, and so on and so forth. So we'll see that. I hope you guys have been well. I hope the bird flu has enabled you to at least do some falconry. It's certainly getting a bit critical here. Lots of rules in place now that weren't a few weeks ago for sure. But we'll see how we get on. At the moment we can still fly our birds here, but pretty much they've got to be kept under cover here near enough all the time now. So all difficulties, all things we're not going to get rid of, are we? The bird flu's here to stay. That's going to be a thing. How it's going to progress in the future, I keep telling myself at the moment that it's really affecting water birds and waterfowl, which is better than it affecting all the pigeons and all the songbirds, because they really are everywhere around the falconry centre, where of course water birds aren't. But it is a worry. It's a worry for all of us. We'll see how that goes. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon once I've got this boy up and running. That's making me want to wee. Goodness me. Enjoy. So book review number one, for no other reason, it's the last book I read while I was on holiday. This one by Bob. It's not a how-to or anything. It's literally a book about stories of falconry, really, going around the world. I like seeing falconry from around the world. I like seeing other people doing their falconry. So anecdotal stories, usual Bob style, comical and witty, informative, and quite harsh at times on people. Bob certainly doesn't suffer fools, and if things aren't being looked after well, he tends to say it pretty plainly. But this book here, I'll flip the camera around, well worth a read. That sort of book, if you're on holiday or you're just chilling out and want to relax and read a book about falconry, really well worth reading. Each week I'll show you something else. So falconry peregrinations, stories of really following falconry from around the world, well worth a read. Solent Design Publishing, online, order it online. Loads of falconry books here. I'll review a different one, if I remember, every time we do a falconry journal of this year, and just tell you a little bit about them. Say something I get asked a lot is, what books do you recommend? This is not a book about learning or a beginner's book about falconry. It's just falconry stories, and it is entertaining and worth a read. So while we're on the subject of reviewing a book, something else I get asked a lot is, whose YouTube channels do you watch? Well, honestly, running two animal businesses and this channel takes up all of my time. In fact, anyone that does have a YouTube channel of any kind will tell you they suck up so much of your time. You might watch a half-an-hour video and think, well, it takes half an hour. It doesn't, really doesn't. So do I watch other people's channels? Yes, I do. Some to do with falconry, some to do with snakes, some to do with wildlife, some completely random. So as well as a book review, let's squeeze in just to tell you the YouTube channels I watch and why. First off, Pete. Now if you know Pete from Free Bird of Reason, you'll know he is a genuinely nice guy. In fact, he's just added merchandise to his YouTube channel, and all of them, and not the profits, all of the money, the sales money, after making the hats and the caps and the sweatshirts, all of the money goes to charity, and that sums up Pete absolutely bang on. Free Bird of Reason, what's it about? Well, he's not professing to be a top falconer, he's not professing to teach you anything. This was someone that got their first bird, a Harris's hawk, and decided to keep a log and a vlog on YouTube about that. Pete's innovative, he tries stuff, he makes stuff, but above all else, Free Bird of Reason, it's about one man, his hawk and his dog, and just loving falconry. He's had that bird for years now, not a dabbler, someone that's just going to have his first bird and stick with it and just thoroughly enjoys his falconry and not afraid to take you on his journey from the beginning and tell you what he's done or designed or tried that works. Equally, quite happy to say, I made a cock up there, this was a mistake, don't do that. Just his channel, watching his falconry videos, him and his bird and his dog, just relaxing, chill out. But what it'd offer the beginner is that insight into how much work goes into falconry and really why you should persevere and not chop and change so much. So the first ever YouTube review, Free Bird of Reason. Check it out. Very, 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 very pleasant viewing indeed, and a genuinely nice guy. Anyway, let's see what the boys got up to back in Yorkshire just before I actually went off to see the Mexican wildlife.
We've now arrived in the car park, bed for the night, some refreshments.
We're not both sharing this bed, just to clarify.
Tom got his own van. But yeah, what's it, 11 o'clock, 11:15?
Yeah.
We're finally settled, and quick beer to regenerate and rejuvenate ourselves, ready for 8:30. We're starting hawking, aren't we? So we need to be up at 7, half 7. First day of hawking in Yorkshire. Morning. Jesus, I didn't have a great night's sleep last night. I think by the time we finished our little beer, it's about midnight, and I tried going to sleep, and the ferrets kept fighting every 20 minutes. Every half hour, 40 minutes, Tommy's van alarm went off. And then there was a huge storm, a proper huge storm, throughout the night, early hours of the morning. High winds, absolutely peeing down rain. And I needed a wee, but I didn't want to get out the van. So I was up every 10 minutes, trying not to mess myself. But yeah, I survived. But beautiful view. We're just cooking up breakfast, just all getting ready. It's 7:30. Whew. We're meeting James down the road, probably 5 minutes down the road, at 8:30. So we've got plenty of time just to get ready. But just watching that, look at that beautiful sunrise. I'll turn the camera around and have a look at this. It's absolutely stunning. We're just walking up to meet James down the end of the track now. Hooks are all kitted up. Tom's got his new tiny lock transmitter and system on Allen, supplied by Ravenford for Falconry. Brilliant little bit of kit. Quite windy today. Definitely glad I've got 2 transmitters on Zara. I've got the solar powered radio and GPS and a radio tag on the tail. Yeah, hopefully we get some nice weather now. It's a bit breezy. walking through the cover, down the ditch. Tom's up on top. Just kicked a lovely rabbit up. Tom stripped the hood off. And we're out the hood flight. Back round and he's caught it. Hey! Ow! Right. Go on, son. Oh, close. So day 2 of our Yorkshire weekend. We're waiting for Tonka.
Goose under then.
Goose under. Ah, yeah, right on the edge. It is, isn't it? I can't tell from there, it's just black, isn't it? No, it's bigger. It's not green, is it? Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by Tommy the Twitcher.
It is.
We, right, let's have one more zoom in. Yeah, I think so, isn't it? Day 2, we're waiting for James in, where are we now? Burnsall. So there's a lovely river wharf to look at. Whilst we wait. Really thick fog this morning. Yeah, I'm a little bit hungover maybe. And it's due to be very wet all day today. So we'll see. Just spotted a dipper. Oh, there it goes. It's a shame it's sat on that rock, lovely. Lovely little bird. Pops in and out of the water and picks things like caddisfly larvae out from underneath the rocks. Beautiful. We're just watching the goose under, which is currently underwater somewhere. Real fish eater. And we spotted a lovely dipper sat on one of the rocks there. It flew off. Thomas has scared it. Really raining. Keeping that hot James. Carry bag with a hole cut out. Shows your knee. You're exposed on the moor.